Why has no one told me this before?
I wonder sometimes if my medical doctor thinks I'm not smart enough to make my own decisions.
Honestly, I want a real approach to wellness. I want to fix the problem.
I really don't want to have to take drugs or have surgery.
I'd like to start with a safer, more natural approach. It makes more sense to me.
Finally, someone put it together in a way that makes sense.
Wellness from the inside out. That sounded so good.
And the whole time, I was in control of the decisions that had to be made.
What the costs, time commitments, and steps were.
And then I could decide to move forward.
It was great to know that my chiropractor wanted me to understand everything so I can be empowered to make my own health decisions.
If you want to know how something can benefit you, it's best to look deeper than just what a profession does, or even how they do it. It's best first to ask why. There are two conflicting why attitudes available to you in healthcare today, and you must choose, or by default, you'll have one chosen for you. And that may not accomplish your goals of natural health and well-being. The first sees your body as a complex but controllable machine that will break down along the way, and like any machine, can be diagnosed and then manipulated back to the operator's interpretation of normal. This concept is called mechanism or atomism, because it sees you as simply being a physical machine of chemistry and physics. It is the why of medicine and uses drugs and surgery to control the machine, and that machine is you. There are many great benefits, often life-saving procedures that are invaluable here. But do you really believe that drugs give us health? And is this the best approach, the best way for you and your family to express your potential for wellness? Is health to be found in a pill? Americans comprise 5% of the world's population, yet they consume 50% of the prescriptive drugs produced. And they spend more money per person on healthcare than anywhere in the world. Yet they rank at the very bottom of most healthcare markers. Let's face it, does it make sense that anyone ever had a deficit of Prozac? Plus, the side effects have made the healthcare system the third leading cause of deaths in the USA. The second option is called vitalism and sees you as a conscious, self-developing, self-adapting, and self-healing organism. It holds a great respect for the innate intelligence of your body, life. It marvels at how your body grew from 2.5 cells to a whole human being able to develop language, build relationships, be curious, and continually adapt to an ever-changing external environment. And the body is truly smarter than the doctor. In fact, your body is the doctor. Cut your finger and it heals from the inside out. Bottom line, only your body can repair and heal itself. Otherwise, we could be using drugs to heal the cut fingers of a corpse. Ridiculous, yet we often give the drug the credit when it's actually your body that does the healing. Chiropractic is based on this principle of vitalism and recognizes that the systems of our body work best when they are free of interference rather than trying to cover up symptoms or artificially altering the body with drugs. We understand in science that the body uses the nervous system to control and coordinate all the cells, tissues, and organs of the body, and to adapt the body to the environment via the immune system. We also acknowledge that there are 3 interferences that can affect the nervous system. Physical trauma like breaking your neck or a student athlete receiving a concussion, or most commonly a misalignment of the spine called subluxation. Secondly, there are environmental toxins that affect the nervous system. Cigarette smoke, sprayed toxins on our food, pollution, or ingested drugs. And finally, there are emotional stresses that affect the nervous system, like the trauma experienced by our veterans who can exhibit conditions like post-traumatic stress syndrome, for example. It makes sense to keep your nervous system free of interference, and this is the goal of chiropractic, especially to maintain a healthy relationship between the nervous system and your spine by correcting subluxations that first appear at the birth process and are then compounded by spinal and neurological stresses throughout life. This healthy relationship between the spine and nervous system results in increased function. Add to this the obvious lifestyle changes implied, like eating whole non-pesticide-laden foods, getting proper body movement and activity like walking and exercising regularly, and finally, having a positive outlook on life, which allows your brain to be more productive, accurate, and focused. And all of a sudden, we have increased physical, mental, and social performance, well-being,
and enhanced quality of life.
What will you experience on your first visits to our chiropractic office? First, a consultation with the chiropractor who will explain what exams are necessary to evaluate your health needs and to be able to make recommendations for your care. Step 2, a comprehensive case history, physical exam, and a specialized chiropractic exam. The doctor will then correlate all the facts and will have you view a short presentation preparing you for your report of findings. Finally, the chiropractor will present all of the facts of what the exam findings revealed and will explain what's wrong, what course of care would be best, the cost, visit frequency, and whether you need care exclusively in the chiropractic office, care elsewhere, or a combination. Step 5, your decision. At this point, we will ask you if you would like to proceed, and the decision is always up to you.
You know, it made so much sense.
It's something I always believed, and here I found a way to be healthy naturally.
There was this respect for the body and respect for life. It just made so much sense.
Our bodies are pretty smart. They don't need a lot of help.
Just a little help to get the toxins and outside interferences out of the way. That's all it took.
It worked for me. It felt safe.
It supports a healthy, natural lifestyle.
Everything working together, and I like that.
Make your life.
Make your life.
Make your life.
Make your life extraordinary.